Hello and welcome to the 1 year anniversary special with me, Mr. Muckluckable. Yep, that's right, 365 days ago today I uploaded my first ever video to my channel. And wow, that was a year ago. That's odd, it seems like a long time ago, and at the same time it doesn't. It's a bit odd. Anyway, I'm just going to start before I do anything else in this special, which isn't really a special. I'm just going to say that it's not going to be too extravagant because, you know, I've been going for a year. The channel's not huge. It's not even big. But it's just my own little personal thing. So I felt the need to do something for this. I can't just let this date pass by without acknowledging it at all. So what this is basically just going to be is me talking into a microphone for however long it takes. And there is actually no special stuff at all, unless you count the video itself. Ah, rambling again. I have a word pad in front of me, and I'm not listening to it. Damn it. Okay, what have I put to start? I put thank yous at the beginning. Should I do that? No, that doesn't make any sense. You don't put thank yous at the beginning, you put thank yous at the end. So yeah, I'll be saying some thank yous, as in two, at the end of the video. I did want to talk about one of the things I thought would be cool to talk about in this video, even though I have touched on it in this video many months ago. I think it's called Me, Myself and Philosophy or something. I wanted to talk about where I started, where I began, and how I've progressed, and my journey, as it were. Actually, I can't remember exactly why I started doing LPs. I can't pinpoint the exact time I thought, yeah, let's do that. I think it just came down to the fact that after playing games for so long, as every child does now, video games, and watching them for so long on YouTube, and just enjoying them and thinking about them and what they are actually composed of, I thought, I'd quite like to try it myself. And that's the thing. It was more of a challenge for me to see if I could actually make something and produce a video, a piece of, media that I made myself that other people might like, but then they might not. It was definitely a personal thing to begin with. It was a self-fulfillment goal, really. To this day, I still haven't told any friends about it because A, I don't think they're really going to care, but B, I don't care if they know about it or not because it's for myself still. I mean, at the same time, it's also for people who want to watch them now, but it's still a very inner self thing. See, look at my lovely use of the English language there. I did English for A level. Where did all that education go? Anyway, to begin with, I started with the Simpsons game, obviously. It was a year ago when I said, hello there, my name is Mr. Muckluckable, and I'll be doing the Simpsons game. And so I did those Simpsons videos not every weekend, but when I did do them, it would be on the weekend. So obviously there would be a week gap, which would be school. And to be honest, in those week gaps, I didn't think about the videos at all. They were not on my mind. Even when I went home, I didn't really care about the videos. They were just, I made them, I put them on the internet, and that was it. And if they got views, they got views. If they didn't, they didn't. And that, if I could give any piece of advice to any upcoming LPer, or someone who wants to LP, that is what you've got to do. That is the important thing. To never go into it expecting and striving for views. I think I said this in the other video, but I'll say it again. Because you've got to do it for yourself. And if you enjoy it, and you make a decent quality video, that's the part where you have to put some work into it. But if you make a decent quality video, the views will come by themselves. you can, do all the advertising, spamming almost, some people do. But if your video's good, if your LP is entertaining, if it's, helpful to people who want to play the game as well, then the views will come in by themselves because people will find them and they're not going to turn off something that's enjoyable to watch. That being said, my Simpsons game LP is actually terrible. Awful. And at the time I thought they were good, but that's because I didn't know any better, almost. I mean, obviously I saw videos that were of better quality on YouTube, but that didn't register to me as being something I could achieve. So I was good in my own personal bubble, if you will. And to be honest, nearly everything about them is wrong. I mean, microphone, sound quality, poor. In 720p, don't need to be, so that wasted my time when uploading them. Picture quality, poor, because of my lovely little dazzle there, can't handle much. Commentary, very poor. Awful. Didn't know what I was doing at all. But I would argue everyone, not just LPs, any video you want to make, any book you want to write, any painting you want to paint, any masterpiece you want to compose, the first one is clearly going to be awful, or at least not your best. And if it is your best, then you are some kind of child prodigy who should be idolized. And to be honest, the only reason why I'm not going to say popular, but the only reason why they have views, and I mean, compared to my Timesplitters and Destroy Humans, a lot more views, is because it's The Simpsons and The Simpsons brand and franchise, and that is popular, not me. At the same time, I'm glad people watch them and they find them useful, so there you go. It's a bit of a seesaw. But that's the thing. After that LP, I think what I learned from it helped me to grow. Not to amazing heights. I'm still pretty average, really. But you just realise things that you didn't think of before. And ever since that Simpsons game LP, I've learned so much more about technical aspects, which I'm still not too good at, but I'm getting there. Things like aspect ratios and which one's the best video format and effects that will improve the quality and bit rates and everything like that. I kind of know them now, which I didn't before, obviously, because I just started. But as well as technical stuff, there was stuff like voice and commentary. Specifically voice. I personally think that voice is more important than the video itself. I don't know why. That's only a personal opinion. But even if the video was crystal clear, 1080p, quality, amazingness. This is an LP, by the way. But the voice is awful, then I'm not going to watch it. I won't even mute it and watch it because that's not really an LP, is it? And the good thing about the voice stuff that I've learned by doing LPs is that it kind of slips over into real life as well. And I hope that other people doing LPs have found this as well, because it helps you to speak clearer, hopefully, and crucially, enthusiastically. Because when you hear yourself that often when you're editing, you learn about the way you sound. You learn about how to change your tone. You learn to change about your intonations, everything. So back in those Simpsons game LPs, I sounded as bored to death as you could possibly be. I was kind of like, okay, now we'll go over here and get the next Krusty coupon. And that's not fun to watch. It's a two-way thing watching a video. If the person sounds bored, then you're going to make the viewer bored. Simple as that. If you sound excited and enthusiastic about playing the game, then the person's going to be excited and enthusiastic about watching the game and your video. So definitely think about that. That's what I've learned. That's probably one of the most important things I've learned since doing this. Now, I don't want to turn this into a, advice on how to start LPing, because I'm hardly in a position to dictate to you all, do this and that. But it's just some of the things I've learned. Actually, I would quite like to make one of those videos, but I don't. I'd have a lot to say, but whether it'll be right or not, I don't know. Another thing that I wanted to talk about, I've just going down these bullet points here. There have been several gaps, several large gaps as well. And in the 1 year I've been going, I've only managed to complete 2 Let's Plays. 2! Man, that's slow. But the things are getting better. And the reason why they're getting better is because you get into a routine eventually. You get into a routine and that speeds up the process. You know what you're doing. You know possibly the time when you're going to make the videos. You know what settings to have, what order you have to edit in, what you need to edit. That's another thing I've learned actually. I'm going to go back a step. What you need to edit. That is also very important. I've learned that you've got to be really, really critical of your own stuff, which is tough because it's your own stuff and you think, I like this. I would listen to me because it's me. But other people aren't you. So you have to look at it and you have to think, right, that needs to go, that needs to stay, this bit goes on too long, fast forward that bit. Possibly even re-record some bits because it doesn't sound right. You've got to, in the end, make a piece of, I'm not going to say art, even though in some ways LPing is an art, but you've got to make a mass of something of quality. And every little part goes into it. Voice editing, quality, video quality. It all goes into it. It's like a big recipe for a nice cake. So, basically, to summarise everything about what I've learned is the more you do it, the more you're going to learn. So, practice makes perfect. So if you make an LP that gets 0 views throughout the whole thing, or 1 when you're editing the title or something, and it's yourself, then do not despair, because you probably won't realise it, but you will have learned a lot from that LP. And so every time you do another one, it's going to get better, it's going to get better, and it's going to get better. So see like that. That's a bit more of a positive view to look on it, if you want. Okay, back to my little journey thing I'm describing or something. After The Simpsons, Timesplitters. Timesplitters is a very mixed bag for me of an LP, personally. I see it as it has good parts and it has very bad parts as well. Specifically the hiatuses and the beginning episodes and the sound. And also, I don't think I did the game justice. I know that I love the game more so than what I showed. And the effort I put into it, it could probably be more. But, still learning all that mumbo jumbo. And finally, Destroy All Humans 2, which is going very well. Much better than past efforts. But as much as I'm slagging off the Simpsons game LP, my first one, I have a little soft spot for it because it's my own first one, and as much as I sound like I have no confidence, which I didn't, if you look at any LP as first few videos, or first LP in general, they're going to sound amazingly different to how they sound now, if they're still going. Because confidence is one thing that you need. Because you're basically a presenter. You're becoming a presenter for that game. So you need to present it well. And you don't see presenters on BBC News umming and erring and slurring their words and having gaps of silence. So yeah, confidence. Should add that to the list of things that hopefully people learn, that I've learned a little bit. What's really annoying is that I'm going to make this video and then I'm going to realise, damn, I forgot a really important part of it. Or something I was going to say I forgot. Damn it. Anyway, let's go on to the future. Coming to the end of my little Word document now. It's quite sad. Okay, well, the obvious one is that I will now do more than one Let's Play at a time. Finally. thank you to everyone who commented on that New Year's video and left their ideas and feedback. I hugely appreciate it. I mean, it's always nice to have a voice back at you. I'd also like to do a few more nostalgia trip videos, which I did ages ago now. It was of From Russia with Love with Sean Connery. I'd like to play a few more old classic games for a few videos or two, and possibly even turn them into a mini review or a mini look back review or something or other. Potential. They have potential. It's quite interesting that when making this video today and then looking at my subscriber count, I'm currently poised on 99 subscribers. And I'll continue to say that I don't really bother too much with subscribers or views. I'm still in that process of make a video, dump it on YouTube, make the next one. But I think it's interesting that it took me 10 months to get 50. 10 months. And then it took me 3 months to get another 50. That's really cool. I still doubt that I'm actually on 100. YouTube subscriber counts are all messed up, and I got rid of loads of dead accounts myself before they did it automatically. And it didn't change, so I know that I'm not on 100. 99 even. But the number's there, and, you know, that's what I'm going to go by. I'm not going to guess that it's like 10 under or 15 under. I'm just going to say 99. There we go. So, to wrap everything up, let's end with how I began. Thank yous. I'm going to have to scroll back up on my Word document now. There we go. I don't actually have many individual thank yous. And by don't have many, I have one. I have one individual thank you. So the individual person I want to thank you, because this person is the first one that comes to mind when I think of people who have helped me and shown support and liked my stuff ever since I began, or nearly ever since I began. And by that I don't want to cast aside any other people. I can think of loads of people who have commented and gave feedback and just put something, a comment or a channel message that cheered me up a little bit, made me feel a little bit better about my channel and my videos and the whole LP thing. There are loads of you, but this person in particular helped me when I was very, very young in terms of LPing, and very kindly put me on a kind of channels I like bit on the channel page. And that person is Stewie1 Griffin1, who continues to make videos. I think she's doing a Mother 3 LP at the moment, which is very nice. And I want to thank you for that very early helping a hand. I believe you were my 15th subscriber. I think you remembered that, not me. So, thank you to you. And then, finally, thank you to everyone who watches my things and hopefully enjoys my stuff and my videos. It's a bit weird. It's a bit weird thinking that there are 99 or however many people who would happily see your own made videos and your own made projects. I mean, I don't know how it would feel to have thousands, millions even, some people have, Yogscast. That is ridiculous. One thing I'm always really interested in is who watches my videos and where they are. And I was looking on YouTube Insights the other day, and you know, people from Germany, Mexico, Italy, and that's really cool. I mean, I know the internet is global and YouTube is global, but just the fact that people will watch my videos from all the way over there, miles and thousands of miles away, and maybe even enjoy it, even though I don't speak their language. That's incredible. So, if you're an LPer and you're getting some views, have a look at Insights, see where they're coming from, and if you're as easily impressed as I am, you'll be surprised at where your views come from and people all over the world who are willing to watch your stuff. It's really, really cool. Okay, I think that's about it really for this 1 year anniversary episode. I hope you all enjoy the new LP, which should be uploaded later today. Most of you will probably know what it is, because many of you picked it. So, and I really am pleased that you picked that game, because I love it. And it follows on nicely from my first LP. So, thank you very much for watching if you have watched this long ramble session. It hasn't been amazingly spectacular for a 1 year special. I would really like to do... Oh! Well, that reminds me, that could be a good thing to end on, actually. Something I've always really liked to do is to get involved with other LPers and even subscribers and do something with them. So, anyone who thinks they have any ideas for that, maybe there's a couple of things that LPers could do, or I'm being very vague because I'm not actually sure what possibilities there are, but just ways to interact with subscribers and other LPers and make maybe some videos with them or something or other. That's always on the table for 2012 as well. That would be really fun to do. Some crossovers or something. So there we go, on that bombshell. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.